In the heart of Kansas, little Dorothy stood with her dog Toto, gazing at a swirling rainbow portal just outside the barn. "Ready for another adventure, Toto?" she whispered. With a wag of his tail, they stepped through the portal into the dazzling land of Oz. Glittering trees, floating flowers, and candy-colored clouds greeted them on the other side. It was even more magical than she remembered. As they wandered deeper into Oz, the familiar yellow brick road faded behind them, replaced by a narrow, winding path lined with whispering mushrooms. Eventually, they reached a vast, dark lake that shimmered like glass. At the edge sat a crooked boat and a very tiny ferryman with a pointy hat. "Hop in," he grinned. "I'll take you across for free." Dorothy felt unsure, but Toto barked in curiosity. They climbed aboard. Halfway across the water, the ferryman laughed, a deep, echoing sound, and began to grow, and grow, until he was a towering giant. "I am Crinklink," he boomed. "And you're mine now." Before Dorothy could react, the boat changed course toward a towering, gloomy castle. The castle was dusty, cold, and filled with stacks of dirty plates, teacups, and cobweb-covered furniture. "Clean it all," Crinklink roared, slamming the door. "Or stay here forever." Dorothy held Toto close. "We'll find a way out," she whispered. As Dorothy picked up a teacup, the buttons on Crinklink's coat, hanging on a hook, began to glow and whisper. "Psst. We can help," chirped a silver button. "We weren't always part of his coat. He trapped us here." One by one, the buttons told their tale, each one used to belong to travelers who crossed the lake and fell into Crinklink's trap. Working together, the buttons sang a tune, lighting up the room. Dorothy followed their light, uncovering a hidden passage beneath the floor. She and Toto tiptoed down the winding tunnel, guided by the glowing buttons clinging to her dress like tiny lanterns. At the end of the passage, they burst into a shimmering chamber filled with mirrors, and there stood Crinklink, laughing once more. But in the reflection, Dorothy gasped. The mirrors showed the truth. Crinklink's giant shadow faded, revealing the Wizard of Oz himself. "You tricked me," Dorothy cried. The wizard chuckled kindly. "Not tricked, tested. Oz can be strange, and dangerous. But you're brave and clever." With a flick of his hand, the dishes disappeared, the castle transformed into a crystal tower, and the buttons returned to their original owners. As Dorothy and Toto stepped back through the portal to Kansas, she smiled. "Next time, Toto, we'll ask questions before we get on any boat,"